guys, good morning. How is everybody doing today? If you're getting on and you're watching the replay, comment below with hashtag replay. If you just heard that message, then you are watching the replay. Okay, so I'm gonna get started this morning. I'm so excited. I've been so excited about the glitter palette and focusing on the glitter palette that I haven't even told you guys that when I got my kudos, I got a new splurge in that I have not used yet. It's called Rapturous, and it is this gorgeous matte purple. Yes, it is so pretty. I've been wanting this for a while, so I'm really excited, and we're gonna use it today, and it is going to look beautiful. Okay, but first I gotta get my foundation on. Hey, Holly. Can you hear me this morning? I'm almost out of foundation. I think I'm gonna put an order in and go a shade lighter. You know how you know you need to go a shade lighter, but you don't want to admit that you're just that pale? Yeah, that's me. So I'm about to step a shade down. If I can find my brushes. Good morning, you can hear me. Oh, you guys, last night after I did that look with the anniversary palette, that stuff is like on there. I don't know if you saw a video that I did while I was at Empower You in Atlanta, but I ran it under water and then showed you how it doesn't smudge or budge or anything. Holy cow. So last night, after I put it on, of course I had to go take it off, and that stuff is not meant to be taken off 15 minutes after you put it on, that is for sure. It's like an all-night wear, so I should say I washed my face for a while. That just proves the staying power. You know when you go out and you do your makeup all pretty and then by the end of the night you look like a hot mess? Not with this stuff. It is gonna look like it looked when you put it on and left. Okay. Concealer, of course. Can't live without it. I'm getting low on my concealer too. But you guys, there's so much product in these tubes. So like this concealer, even though it's getting low, it's probably gonna last me another 4 months. All you have to do is cut the little top off of this, and there's so much in there. I'm all about saving $1. And I've had this little tube for almost a year. Good morning, Jade. Good morning, Christy. Let's blend that out. Drink my bulletproof coffee. You guys, if you haven't figured it out already, bulletproof coffee is the best. Oh my gosh. So good. And it keeps you full like most of the day. Okay. This is my favorite part. That's why I think I always save it for last. My under eyes. I do my whole face and then I do my under eyes last, and I think it's just because it's my favorite, because I'm like, oh wow, where'd those dark circles go? They went bye-bye. It never gets old. Seriously, never. Bulletproof coffee. It is where you take coffee, and it's mainly for people that are on like a keto diet or a low carb diet, which is a low carb, high fat diet. So you take your coffee and you mix in some butter, usually like a grass-fed butter or a ghee. I don't know if you guys have that because you're in Spain, right? I'm not sure, but it's a grass-fed butter, and then MCT oil, which is kind of like coconut oil, but it has more triglycerides in it. And you blend that up in a blender, which I have like my magic bullet, so it blends in this cup right here. And you can't see it now because I drink it, but it'll create like this really thick layer of foam on it, like a latte. Oh, it's so good. I know it sounds weird putting butter and oil in your coffee, but it is good. And usually the fat's made to, like, you put that in there so that it keeps you full longer. And so usually I can drink my coffee in the morning and then not eat lunch until like 2 in the afternoon. And I don't eat breakfast. So it's pretty awesome. Okay. Bye bye dark circles. See? Magic. Love this stuff. Oh, it is really good and it's healthy. Try it, look it up. Okay. Sorry guys, I have my stuff kind of everywhere. My vanity is a mess. You wouldn't even believe. Holly would believe, but most of you guys wouldn't. All right, so I'm gonna take my setting powder. It's translucent. It does not come in any other color than translucent, so it fits everybody. And I'm just gonna pat, 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 pat that on top of my concealer. I'm gonna raise my chair up a little bit. I feel like a midget. There we go. That's a little bit better. All right, pat, 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 pat. And I really should have used my lifting serum this morning, my instant lifting serum, because I still have these bags. See that puffiness right there? If I would have used my instant lifting serum like a good girl, those wouldn't be there. But I was just so excited to show you guys this purple. Thinking what? About my vanity or about these bad boys? All right, bronzer. My favorite. I know I say they're all my favorite, but they really are. This is in the color Sunset. And it just adds like some warmth and dimension to the face. If you don't have time for blush and you just use bronzer, then it's totally, totally acceptable. Or if you do like to wear blush, you can wear them both. That's acceptable too. I'm about to show you. Okay, so that's with my bronzer. Then I'm gonna go in with this blush right here. It's like a berry color. It's called Spirited. Vanity, yeah, I know. And I'm just gonna barely tap it because it's got a lot of pigment in it. And pull it right there across, like on the apples of your cheeks. If you smiled, it would go like right here. That's where your blush goes. And then you want to blend it out, of course. See that? Love it. Okay, So now we're gonna get into the pretty stuff, the purple. The new Rapturous Cream Shadow. I think this is our most recent color, but I could be wrong. We may have just released another one because it's a new month. This was last month's color. And it's this really pretty eggplant purple. And I'm gonna apply it with this cream shadow brush that I have here, which has another color on it, but that's okay. So we're just gonna load up this brush, and then I'm gonna come here on my lid, and I'm gonna concentrate it right here on my lower lid, and then we'll blend it out. Do you see how far that little bit of product is going? It's a lot, right? So I'm gonna come over here and take some over to my other eye. We're gonna let that dry. These cream shadows dry to a powdered finish, so you do wanna go ahead and let them dry before you try to blend them out. I mean, if you're using a couple different creams, you can blend them while they're still wet and creamy, but I want to blend out these edges, and the best way to do that is to wait for it to be dry. Okay, see that little teeny bit of purple, or product, I mean, purple product, it went so far. Do you love it? I love it too. I'm so glad that I got it. I've been wanting it. I say forever, but I think it was the beginning of last month that we came out with this color, but as soon as I saw it and people getting it, I was like, oh, I need that. All right, where's my blending brush? Okay. So I'm going to take my blending brush right here. It's big and fluffy. And I'm just going to come across the top of this and pull the color out. I just want to pull it up and soften it up. So it's basically going to kind of be like a gradient. It'll be darker near the lid itself and then lighter as it goes up, which is, this shadow is awesome for that. So instead of using like 3 different purples on your eyes, you can get away with just using the one color and just blending it out to get those different variations of it. Okay, see how that works? See that? See that? Ooh, it's so pretty. Okay, so again, that's why blending is so much fun. Just to watch it transform from a hot mess like this to like a gorgeous, soft look. I'll do this in my mirror over here. And you can do like a little windshield wiper motion. You could do circles. This is the circles. Just blend, 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 blend until you get the look that you want. And this one I'm going to take a little bit of this because it's a little darker than the other one. Okay, so that's with it blended out. So it gets like really dark down here, then it gets a little lighter, and then a lot lighter up here on the brow bone. And I do like to take my color all the way up here because I have hooded eyes. So see that? How you can't see really my makeup? I like to bring it up in here so that you can still see some color when my eyes are open. All right. Hold on, let me brush this. Now what I'm going to do is take the color Elegant, which I love. Love, love, love. It's this shimmery white ivory color. And using the same brush, I'm just using the other side of it. I'm going to load my brush up with that. So see, that's where I used the Rapturous, and this is where I'm using the Elegant. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to pat it on. This is a shimmer. So when you're doing your shimmers, you do want to try and pat instead of wipe so that you get more of a shimmer shine to it and you're not wiping the little glitteries off. But I'm just going to kind of pat that on top right there. And as you get to about mid-lid, when you want them to blend, then you can kind of pull a little. Just a little. I'm kind of like doing a pat pull. Good morning, Vicky. Okay, so again, start over here. You want to pat it on. Right there. And then when you get to the edge, you want to kind of just do like a little pat pull. And if it gets too much or gone too far, you could flip your brush over to where you have that other color. And just work that line with that color too. So you could kind of go back and forth, like flip and flip. Flip, flip, just to get that really pretty blend in there. Thank you. It is Rapturous and Elegant that I'm using this morning. All right. I do want to clean this up a little. Because I'm going to pull some Rapturous down into here too. So back to the cream shadow brush, except this time I'm only going to want to get it on the tip. I know it still looks like it's all over it, but I promise you the concentrated part's on the tip, right? And I'm just gonna kind of pull it under, mainly right here. That's gonna be the widest part. And then as I get closer to here, I'm trying to thin the line out. So a little bit wider on the outside and thinner on the inside. Morning, Kay. Okay, and then I'm just gonna give it a little, like a couple seconds to dry it, and then we're gonna kind of shade that out a little bit too. And to do that, I'm just going to use a smaller, this is actually a crease brush, but it's not very, I don't know the word. It doesn't work well as a crease brush, we'll just put it that way. It's not very stiff. So I use it as a blending brush in my smaller areas. Okay. just like that. And then I'm gonna go back in with my Elegant again, on the Elegant side of my brush. Get a little bit on the end, and we're gonna take it more here on the inner corner to really brighten that up, but also to kind of blend in with that purple on the bottom. Like that. And then for liner, on the top, I'm going to use my dip and draw. We're not going to wing it out today because I'm going to show you how beautiful it still is even if you don't do a wing. And this is in the color Perfect, which is black. I love it because it goes on so smooth compared to a pencil. A pencil's going to give you more of a soft, smudgy look, whereas liquid is going to give you that really sharp, defined line. Like that. And it is really wet. It goes on wet, so you want to let it dry. Okay. I'm going to take my pencil in Pristine, which is a white color, and I'm just going to go into this waterline today. Because this is kind of a darker look, and this Pristine is going to help brighten up and widen that eye a little bit. With your darker colors, they're going to close your eyes in and make them look smaller. So you want to do everything you can to open them back up. Like that. Let's see. I'm looking for my black pencil. Here it is. Trying to hide it from me. So I'm going to use my black pencil in the color Perfect as well, but it needs a little sharpen really quick. Okay. And I'm going to take it on this bottom lid, not on the waterline, but right on the lash line. So right where your lashes are coming out is where you want to put this pencil. Because I don't want to cover up that Pristine, that white that I already did. And I also don't want to completely cover up that purple. I just want to darken up that line. Like that. Okay. And then of course we're going to go in with our Epic to finish it off. This stuff is amazing. I never get on camera how good it works like everybody else does. Let's see. Maybe it's my ankle. Oh, I'm going to lose my phone. Hold on. I cannot touch this once I get it set up. Okay. Anyway. I'm about to open up a new one though. Can you see? Isn't that beautiful? Hey Glenda. I'm still alive. Just like that. And that's one coat. So this mascara not only lengthens and what's the other word? Thickens, I guess you could say. It also curls your lashes, okay? So that's the lashes bare. You can see them against the wall. This wand really gets in there and separates every little lash. Have you guys ever seen a 6-month-old mascara work this well? Because I have not. And the only reason that I'm about to open up a new one is because these do expire. Do you see that? Holy cow, right? That's one coat of a 6-month-old mascara that I use every day. I cannot say enough good things about this mascara. It's called Epic for a reason. And the crazy thing is that when I got this, it was on the first release. And since then, they've changed the packaging and put more product in it. It's bigger now. And I can only imagine how long that will last. So I'm going to come in with another coat. Just because I like them extra dark, especially with this darker shadow. Pretty, right? This stuff is seriously Graceling. Yes, you need to go back. I'm almost done anyway. So you can see how we got this color, this combo with Rapturous and Elegant. So I'm just using that brush that already has product on it to go in and clean up any like mascara or eyeliner mishaps. I'm not getting any additional product on it. You just want to work with what you already have. Okay, like that, make sure everything's clean. Go back in with the brush I used to apply my setting powder. And I'm just kind of doing like a tap pull motion to make sure I don't have any fallout, which you shouldn't with cream, but you never know. Okay. Pull it down like that. And I'm going to add a little bit of highlighter today because why not? I'm going to use the color Benevolent. And just, whew, beautiful. I love adding a highlighter. It's like transforming into a unicorn. So just right there. And put some right here. And right here. Okay. I wish I could get that highlight better on this camera for you guys. Oh, you know what? My light. Oh, my light was really bad. That's all the way up. Can you see it? Ooh. Ooh, it's so pretty. I love it. Okay. So to finish it off, I need a lipstick. I didn't really plan this part. I think I'm going to use a stain and a gloss. So I'm going to use the color Sensational because it's going to look really good with this dress that I'm wearing today. The stains, remember, they go on really, really wet. So you do want to be careful when applying them. And once they're on, they're on. So you do want to be really careful not to get them all crazy. And then just let it dry. And they're layerable too, so if you want it even darker than this, you could go darker. Then I'm going to let it dry, and then we're going to hit it with a little bit of a gloss to try and tone it down so it goes with the eyes a little bit more. I think I'm going to put Lovable on top and see how that looks. The Lovable is this pretty pink. You can tell I haven't used it much because it was separating, but all you gotta do is kind of give it like a little mix. And if you guys haven't used our glosses, you need to. They're awesome. They're non-sticky, so if your hair is blowing around in the wind and it gets on your lips, it won't stick. And they have these super cute little mirrors on them so that you can just on the go. Oops, I have hair on mine. All right. That just tones it down a little bit and gives a little bit of shine. Stains are awesome because you can layer them with glosses. You can layer them with bonbons, chapstick, whatever. Whatever you like to use. And they don't dry your lips out because they're water-based and they're not alcohol-based. Some products that stay a long time in your lips are alcohol-based, but ours are water-based. So that's it. I hope you like the look with Rapturous and Elegant. If you're just getting on, just go back and watch the replay and comment #replay and let me know if you guys have any questions. I will see y'all then.